Hi guys, today I will take you through the process of installation of Amazon voice service, the Alexa, on a Raspberry Pi computer or a board, whatever you call it. So for this demonstration I will be using the Raspberry Pi 3B, and I'll be using a USB DAC which has a speaker and a microphone input. So before I start, just a quick shout out to these guys over here. So what they have actually done is all the Raspberry Pi Alexa creators have come together and they have unified the repositories, and now you have a single Alexa Pi repository. And apart from this, you have one more repository which is the Amazon very own repository, that is the Amazon AVS sample app. So these guys have basically made the entire installation process a piece of cake. Word of appreciation for them. So let us get started. So first we'll write the raspbian image onto the microsd card. So for this we'll be using the raspbian Jessie Lite. That is more than sufficient. Say if you are planning to run just the Alexa voice service. Say if you want, you can use the raspbian Jessie full version, but Amazon Alexa works best with the raspbian Jessie Lite. So let us get started. So you need at least 4 GB of memory card. That is all. That is very well known. And then when you say, suppose if you are having a microSD card which already has some kind of an image, a normal formatting or a formatting using an SD formatter doesn't work. So for this, what you need to do is go into disk part, and then you need to select the microSD card. List disk minus disk number 1. I'm using a 16 GB memory card, so minus disk number 1. So select disk 1, then choose clean and create partition primary. So after the cleaning process is over, your SD card will be something like this. You won't have a volume yet. So for this, there are 2 ways to go about it after this. Say either you can use the SD formatter, or else you can use the Windows partition manager. Say if you are using the partition manager, right click and choose format. And then if you click OK, you will have a FAT32 volume. It is almost the same as using the SD formatter. Choose format, choose OK and OK, OK and exit. So now you have the FAT32 volume or a partition. Next you need to open the Win32 disk imager. I have given the download links for all the requisite files in the description of this video, so you can use them if you already don't have one. So choose the image. So as I said, I'll be using the raspbian Jessie Lite version, and then write. So while the image is getting written, we'll set up our Amazon developer account. Go into the Amazon developer console, Alexa, and then Alexa voice service, and then choose get started. Say I already have 2 devices registered, one for the Windows 10 Alexa and another one is for the Raspberry Pi. Say suppose if you are creating a device for the first time, from the drop down choose device, give a device type ID, preferably without any spaces and all, and here you can give whatever name you want. You can have a space, underscore, whatever, and then choose next. When you choose next, you will be taken into the security profile. From the drop down, See, if you already have a security profile, you can choose that. If you are creating a security profile for the first time, from the drop down choose create a new profile, give whatever name you want, and even here you can give whatever name you want, and then choose next. And then it will take you into the web settings. Here after getting into the web settings, choose edit. Here you need to add the IP address of your Raspberry Pi. So we'll come to this a bit later. Once we boot up our Raspberry Pi, we'll come back to this. And then choose next and just complete. This process is pretty much straight. Okay, so now we have the image written. Choose OK. And before you eject the microSD card, if you are using a monitor to set up, it is fine. But if you want to use SSH, and if you are planning to set up the device as a headless device, go into the boot folder, right click, choose new, and then text document and type SSH and remove the file extension. And then choose yes. So by default you don't have the SSH enabled in the Raspbian, and you need to add a empty file over here for you to enable the SSH from first boot. So now we can close and eject. So now I'll show you as to how I have set up the Raspberry Pi, and then we'll come back to the on-screen processes.
So guys, this is the setup that I have got here. A speaker connected to the speaker port on the USB DAC. The headphones microphone, which is connected to the microphone port on the USB DAC. The Raspberry Pi 3 connected through Ethernet and powered through a micro USB cable. This is the basic and elementary setup. So let me now power on the Pi and take you through the installation process. So I'm switching over to the screen for further instructions for the installation.
So guys, after booting up your Raspberry Pi, first and foremost you need to identify the IP address of your Raspberry Pi. If you already know it, it is fine. Else you need to go into your router and get the Raspberry Pi IP address. So my IP address is 1.81. So this you need it for configuring the Amazon developer console as well as logging into your SSH. So as I said earlier, okay, so now go back to the device that you created in Amazon developer console, and then go into web settings and change the allowed origins URLs and allowed return URLs accordingly. So first is the localhost :5050. This is for accessing your Alexa Pi by itself, and the next is the IP address of your Alexa Pi :5050. This is required for other devices to access your Alexa Pi. So when you are creating a allowed return URLs, only addition will be a / code. Make these changes accordingly, choose next and save it. And now we are done with the Amazon developer settings for the Alexa Pi. Okay, so now log in into the SSH. So what I have actually done is I have created a text file with the step-by-step instructions. So first you need to log in as Pi. And then so now you need to expand the file system For that you need to go into the configuration, type sudo raspi config, and first option will be the expand file system. Select that, and now you will be prompted to reboot, or it will say that your file size will resize after your next boot. So I suggest you reboot immediately, because we'll be updating and upgrading a bit later. Now login back. And now you need to update and upgrade your system. So while you do this, you need to have your USB DAC connected to your Raspberry Pi. So now the update and the upgrade process both are completed, and before you reinstall, you need to make your USB DAC as your default audio device. So in order to do that, run this command sudo nano, and say by default the 3.5mm jack is 0, your USB DAC will be number 1, and the HDMI port will be number 2. And now press Ctrl X, choose Y, and save. After saving this, now you can restart your system. Now log in back again, and this time we need to start with the installation of the Alexa Pi. So before that, you need to have the git installed, sudo apt-get install git. Choose yes. After this, you need to change the directory. Just follow the commands that is given in the notepad or the text file. And now your default operating system will be detected and will be shown within the brackets. If it is not the one that you have installed, you can change it to any other operating system that is listed. Choose one, and if if you want an AirPlay support, that is if you want to install the shareport, choose yes. I would choose yes because you can use this as an Alexa device, or else you can use it as a multi-room speaker as well. So I would suggest you to install the AirPlay support. So this will take quite a while depending upon your internet speed and so many other factors. So when the Alexa Pi installation comes near the closure, it will prompt you for typing in the device type ID. For this, again you need to go into the Amazon developer console and go into the device type info and copy the device type ID. And when it requests for the security profile description, go into security profile and copy the description. And then copy the security profile ID. Be careful when you copy and paste all these. Even if you miss out a couple of letters or add some other extra characters, the service will not work. And then copy the client ID. And finally the client secret. Okay, and now it will say that you need to press Ctrl C after authentication. In order to authenticate, close the Amazon developer console and type in the Pi's address. Type in the Pi's address followed by :5050 and press enter. And now it will prompt you to sign into the Amazon account. Sign in. And now you will get a success notification and that the token has been added to your Raspberry Pi. Now you can close the browser and now press Ctrl C. So before you reboot, you need to make some changes to the configuration file of the Alexa Pi. Copy this command, the 10th command, and paste it. And now in this, just scroll down until you reach the input device, and under input device remove the default and change it to sys default :card equal to device. Remove the double quotes, paste this, and then now just come down until you reach the output device, and under output device just remove the default and leave the quotes as such. Do not make any other changes. Press Ctrl X and then Y and enter to save. And now when you reboot, you should have the Alexa working. Say before rebooting, if you want, you can adjust the volumes, or else you can just reboot and start working with the Alexa. So that is all that you have got to do with reference to setting up the Alexa. So after rebooting, we'll go back to the device.
Okay, so now once I reboot, you will hear the characteristic hello, welcome note from Alexa.
Hello.
Okay, so that is the welcome note from Alexa. Alexa,
Yes,
how are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
Alexa,
Yes,
what is the weather in Dublin?
currently, in Dublin, Ireland, it's 45 degrees with showers. You can expect more of the same today, with a high of 46 degrees and a low of 36 degrees.
Okay, so that is about the Alexa function. So let me just quickly give you a demonstration of the AirPlay function of the speaker. What I will do is I will try and skip some tracks and just try out something so that the video doesn't get a copyright hit. So I'm purposely increasing the volume and reducing it just to make sure that I don't get a copyright hit. So that is pretty much it, guys. So I hope you find this video useful and informative, and if you feel so, please subscribe for more such videos. Thank you.